Well, and look, JK,
Oh my
the
God.
lyrics are prego, but I'm still doing moves like Beyonce. Yeah, I said I'm pregnant. Get the child support and pay my rent. Your opinion is irrelevant because I'm a baby mama. I can do what I wanna.
I genuinely thought it was a spoof.
Meghan Markle's latest Instagram video to mark her daughter's 4th birthday has sparked a wave of conspiracy theories. The couple were dancing in a hospital room in an attempt to induce Lilibet's birth, but the throwback clip from 2021 has left fans questioning its motive and authenticity.
In a royal twist no one saw coming, Meghan Markle marked her daughter Lilibet's 4th birthday not with tiaras or tea parties, but with a throwback dance video straight from the delivery room. The Duchess of Sussex shared the unexpected clip of her and Prince Harry dancing.
Meghan Markle is dancing her way into yet another royal scandal. Literally. In a now viral video posted on Instagram, the Duchess of Sussex shared an intimate throwback clip of herself and Prince Harry swaying and twerking to the Baby Momma Dance in a hospital delivery room. It turns out Meghan was past her due date with daughter Lilibet, and in the caption she joked that after trying spicy food, walks, and even acupuncture, there was only one thing left to do.
That is the song she's dancing to about getting that child support.
Sorry,
And-
you got it. I'm sorry. The greatest moment in British. Just do that. Just do that again. Jodie is on the floor, which hasn't been the first time. Just do again what you just said. This is what she's
Prego.
dancing to.
Break into a playful dance to get labor going. What was meant as a lighthearted peek behind the curtain of her life quickly ignited a firestorm of mixed reactions online. Many fans gushed that the video was cute, finding it a relatable and funny glimpse of Meghan's pregnancy journey. But critics were far less charmed. Detractors blasted the clip as cringe and even resurrected bizarre conspiracy theories, questioning if her baby bump was real. One skeptical commenter sneered, "No woman 9 months pregnant moves that way, and that belly is lumpy, and Meg moves it around like a sack of jelly beans." A nasty claim implying Meghan's tummy was somehow fake. The internet had officially twisted a sweet maternity moment into yet another battleground over Meghan's authenticity. The backlash got so vicious that even a Hollywood star stepped in to defend Meghan. US TV personality and singer Candiace Dillard was appalled by the hateful comments flooding social media. She reposted the trolls' accusations and clapped back hard. Dillard,
Prego, but I'm still doing moves like Beyonce. Yeah, I said I'm pregnant. Get that child support and pay my rent. Your opinion is irrelevant because I'm a baby mama and I can do what I wanna.
who remembered staying very active late in her own pregnancy, essentially told the naysayers to pipe down and confront their real bias. Actually, at 9 months pregnant, I was leg pressing 3 times my weight. So stiff and just say you hate that a black woman married a white prince. She shot back pointedly. In a follow-up, Candiace showed a photo of her own pregnant belly and delivered a powerful rebuke to those suggesting Meghan faked her pregnancies. "This is my belly, lumpy, uneven, stretched, and swollen. Just a real body doing miraculous work," she wrote, explaining that real pregnancy bellies aren't perfectly smooth. She then condemned the obsessive doubt around Meghan's motherhood as plain misogynoir, racism, and misogyny aimed at a black woman. "When I see yet again the internet twisting itself into knots to disprove the humanity of a black woman's motherhood, I'm reminded that misogynoir has no expiration date. Stand down, she had a baby," Candiace declared. It was a passionate defense, calling out the ugliness underlying the backlash. Thanks to voices like hers, Meghan's hospital room dance video became more than tabloid fodder. It sparked a dialogue about the prejudice and personal vitriol.
My God. Is it me? Is it me, or is there nothing this woman... Is she ever going to get to the point where she literally looks in the mirror and goes, "Nobody's interested in my jam or my life. Nobody likes me"?
The Duchess continues to face. Still, the episode showed that even Meghan's most joyful personal moments can explode into public controversy at the drop of a hat. And this Baby Momma Dance drama is just the latest chapter. In 2025, it seems Meghan Markle and Prince Harry can't step into the spotlight without triggering a storm of debate. The royal renegades have been navigating one PR nightmare after another, each scandal feeding into a larger narrative about the couple. From social media snafus to career misfires, the controversies are piling up. The world's most polarizing pair is under siege from all sides: tabloid press, royal experts, online haters, even industry insiders. As we peel back the layers of their recent controversies, from a Netflix show feud to Instagram chaos, podcast plagiarism claims, and that lingering grifters label, a dramatic picture emerges of two ex-royals locked in a constant battle for public trust. Let's rewind and unpack the cascade of clashes that have defined Harry and Meghan's turbulent year.
Before the birth of their daughter, like everything with the royal couple, the video sparked a wide range of emotions and responses from onlookers. While fans celebrated the moment, critics accused Meghan of stealing the spotlight. Was it celebration or self-promotion?
One of the biggest headliners was Meghan's venture into the world of cooking and lifestyle TV, a project that should have been a safe, smiley space for the Duchess, but instead became prime tabloid prey. In early March, Meghan debuted her new Netflix series, With Love Meghan, pitching it as a cozy cooking show with a personal twist. The concept: Meghan invites friends and chefs into a bright, rustic kitchen to share recipes and elevate simple meals with love. Sounds harmless enough, right? Well, almost immediately, viewers noticed something too familiar about it. The internet quickly lit up with side-by-side comparisons, pointing out uncanny similarities between Meghan's show and one launched by Pamela Anderson just a week earlier. Pamela's series, pointedly titled Pamela's Cooking with Love, features the former Baywatch icon in her own sunny kitchen, whipping up homey dishes with farm-fresh ingredients and famous friends. Not only are the titles strikingly alike, With Love, Meghan versus Pamela's Cooking with Love, but the whole vibe, down to the wicker baskets of homegrown produce and playful kitchen dance breaks, is virtually identical. Both shows even open with the host twirling happily around the kitchen and high-fiving guests, and each runs for 8 upbeat episodes. The parallel was hard to ignore, and critics did not hold back. Social media erupted with accusations that Meghan's series is a shameless knockoff, a copycat of Pamela's show from top to bottom. Some viewers outright slammed With Love Meghan as inauthentic and a virtual ripoff of Anderson's project. So similar it's freaky, one baffled reviewer wrote, as hashtags like #copycat began trending among detractors. It was the last thing Meghan likely expected. Her wholesome cooking series instantly mired in a plagiarism controversy.
Here's more on the reaction from royal insiders.
Nothing says happy birthday darling quite like a hospital room chimney. To mark Princess Lilibet's 4th birthday,
The situation escalated enough that Pamela Anderson's own team weighed in. Rather than fan the flames, though, they took a surprisingly diplomatic tone. Jessie Fawcett, co-creator of Pamela's show, gently suggested that imitation can be the sincerest form of flattery. "We take pride in planting the first seeds, and it's a compliment to see our work with Ms. Anderson resonate so strongly," he told the press. In other words, Pamela's camp sees it as their original idea, but isn't openly accusing Meghan of stealing. At least, not on record. They did subtly point out that Pamela's series was in the works first. A Canadian network greenlit Pamela's Cooking with Love way back in early 2023, and its trailer dropped in October. Meghan's show, by contrast, was filmed in summer 2024 and only announced this January. The implication? If anyone copied, the timeline doesn't favor Meghan. Still, Anderson's side stopped short of calling foul. But the court of public opinion was already in session, and it wasn't inclined to give Meghan the benefit of the doubt. On forums and Twitter, cynics mercilessly labeled With Love Meghan a cheap imitation, accusing the Duchess of hopping on Pamela's idea to ride a trend. Words like copycat, derivative, and desperate swirled around the show's debut.
Meghan Markle tossed another tradition out of the palace window and posted a throwback video. That's part maternity moment, part TikTok challenge, and part public relations firestorm.
Caught in the crossfire, Meghan appeared to respond in her own way, by touting her show's early success rather than addressing the copycat claims. Within a day of its release, With Love Meghan did shoot into Netflix's top 10 trending shows. Meghan proudly highlighted that milestone, thanking viewers on Instagram. In just 24 hours, it is already in the top 10. "Thank you to all of you around the world who are tuning in," she posted, adding a heart emoji and a cheeky promise of more reasons to from the show. It was a classic Meghan move. Focus on the positives, project gratitude, and ignore the noise. And indeed, the show wasn't without fans and defenders. Plenty of viewers binge-watched all 8 episodes and loved it. Netflix's own Instagram page saw comments praising the series as wonderful and cozy. One fan raved, "Watched all 8 in one go, OMG. Meghan has a wonderful life." While another wrote, "I loved every single minute of the show. Cozy vibes too, and wish for more episodes." To these supporters, Meghan's passion for cooking and hospitality shone through genuinely on screen. But if Meghan hoped strong viewership would silence the haters, reality came knocking with a thud. Despite initial popularity, the critical reception was brutal. With Love, Meghan earned a dismal 2.4 out of 10 rating on IMDb, suggesting many who tuned in were less than impressed. Professional critics in the UK skewered the show.
In the video, which was filmed just before giving birth, the Duchess of Sussex sways, twirls, and lets her bump boogie to the beat of Baby Momma Dance with none other than Prince Harry, who's also seen busting his own dad moves right beside her.
The Independent and The Guardian each gave it a mere 1 star out of 5, effectively calling it a flop. Reviewers slammed the series as superficial fluff and, worse, seemingly unoriginal fluff. The negative press amplified the plagiarism narrative. Fair or not, painting Meghan as a dilettante playing TV host with recycled ideas. It didn't help that some viewers also found Meghan's on-camera persona inauthentic, perhaps influenced by the copycat chatter. In the span of a week, what was meant to be Meghan's fun, fresh start on Netflix had turned into yet another polarizing episode. To one side, she was unfairly maligned for a coincidence. After all, how many cooking shows have similar formulas? But to the other side, this was further proof that Meghan chases trends without giving credit, reinforcing an image that she and Harry are always trying to cash in on someone else's formula. The whole saga of dueling cooking shows became a royal scandal in its own right, splashed across tabloids as the Pamela versus Meghan showdown that nobody saw coming. Even Meghan's cautious return to social media managed to stir up controversy, and this time, she did nothing more than post a peaceful New Year's video. At the start of 2025, Meghan surprised the world by reactivating Instagram after a 5-year hiatus. She grabbed the simple handle @Meghan, instantly racking up followers eager for a glimpse into her post-royal life. To kick things off, she shared a short clip filmed by Harry, Meghan running barefoot on a gorgeous Montecito beach, laughing as the ocean breeze whipped through her hair.
Meghan captioned the clip, "4 years ago today, this also happened. Both of our children were a week past their due dates. So when spicy food, all that walking, and acupuncture did not work, there was only one thing left to do."
In the sand, she playfully scribbled 2025 with her finger, a symbolic fresh start for the new year. It was a dreamy, carefree image of Meghan, a world away from stuffy royal protocol. Notably, she posted it with comments disabled. After enduring so much online abuse in the past, Meghan clearly intended to celebrate her return on her own terms without opening the floodgates to trolls. A smart move for her mental health, right? Well, the trolls simply found other outlets. If Meghan thought turning off comments would shield her from negativity, she underestimated the dedication of her detractors. Critics immediately migrated to Twitter, now X, and online forums to voice their snark. The video's serene vibe did not soften hearts among her haters. They pounced with glee. Another reason I'm glad I'm not on Instagram. "Please stay off X, Duchess," one person jeered on Twitter, effectively telling Meghan she's not welcome anywhere on social media. "I don't know of anyone who missed her," scoffed another, implying Meghan's grand return was met with a collective shrug. One particularly nasty commenter even wrote, "I was hoping a tsunami might blow through," in response to the beach video, an awful statement wishing, it seems, for a wave to literally wash Meghan away. Others took cheap shots at her character, with many piling on the familiar insults. Soon, Meghan was once again being branded a narcissist and even a homewrecker by those who blame her for the royal family rift. The refrain was clear: no matter what Meghan does, even something as innocent as writing 2025 in the sand, her critics will find a way to twist it against her.
And apparently that one thing was dancing like labor depended on it. Decked in a black wrap dress, Meghan grooves with confidence. Harry in a green hoodie and blue jeans joins the act, gamely gyrating.
Royal commentators also jumped into the fray, dissecting Meghan's Instagram comeback like it was a coded message. In British media, so-called experts scrutinized the beach video for hidden meaning. Body language analyst Judy James told one outlet that Meghan's carefree barefoot run symbolized a deliberate rebranding, an attempt to present a pre-royal version of herself to the public. The casual white dress, the windswept hair, the joyful demeanor, it all looked like the old California Meghan, not the Duchess who once curtsied to the Queen. James even called the video an open appeal to the audience and suggested this laid-back image was a controversial choice of rebrand for Meghan. Some commentators insinuated that by disabling comments, Meghan wanted the attention without any of the accountability, a move they found calculated. In tabloids, headlines blared that Meghan can't catch a break because even her silent Instagram post drew criticism. It was true, the poor woman couldn't even smile on a beach without haters hollering "go away" from the sidelines. The social media fallout from Meghan's Instagram return underscored her damned if she does, damned if she doesn't predicament. If she hides, people say she's irrelevant. If she shares, they say she's attention-seeking. By the first week of January, what should have been a triumphant digital homecoming for Meghan had morphed into yet another public trial, complete with Twitter jurors and tabloid judges ready to pounce on her every move.
As winter turned to spring, the cycle continued. Meghan's next big project was meant to showcase her entrepreneurial spirit and give her a podcasting comeback after the Spotify saga. Instead, it sparked a fresh plagiarism furor and a surprising twist involving a small YouTuber.
While some called it bold, some called it bizarre, and together, social media had a lot of things to say. So what should have been a feel-good flashback spiraled into digital drama.
In March, Meghan announced she was launching a new podcast titled Confessions of a Female Founder. The show, in partnership with independent network Lemonada Media, promised to feature Meghan having candid conversations with successful female entrepreneurs about how they turned tiny ideas into big businesses. The concept aimed to celebrate women's empowerment and also tied into Meghan's own journey of building a lifestyle brand. She was clearly excited, writing on Instagram, "I'm so excited to share with you something else I've been working on. Amazing women who have turned dreams into realities and scaled small ideas into massively successful businesses. They're opening up, sharing their tips, tricks, and tumbles, and letting me pick their brains as I build out my own business." It was a classic inspirational Meghan project, even cheekily referencing her in-progress business, her revived lifestyle brand, likely. However, almost as soon as the title was revealed, Meghan found herself facing, you guessed it, accusations of stealing the idea. The phrase, "confessions of a female founder," apparently rang a bell for some internet sleuths who dug up earlier uses of that title. Critics on X quickly pointed out that a small YouTuber named Katie Maite had a video series by the exact same name. They blasted Meghan for supposedly copying a content creator without credit. "Stealing ideas again," one user wrote sarcastically, sharing screenshots of Katie's YouTube page. Another tweeted harshly, "Her confessions, she steals all ideas from others." And someone else piled on, "Meghan keep plagiarizing ideas from real smart, talented women." The rhetoric was scathing. To these detractors, the Duchess was a serial copycat who had struck again. They dredged up past instances where Meghan was, unfairly or not, accused of borrowing concepts, from children's book themes to speeches, painting a narrative that she lacks originality.
And after Meghan deactivated comments on Instagram, the social media royal insiders took to X, where their backlash came harder than a Braxton Hicks contraction. Desperate attempt, one user mourned. "Meghan Markle is just stupid," another snapped.
It was open season once more, and female founder became yet another way to attack Meghan's credibility. She danced, he clapped, the world erupted. Meghan Markle posted a throwback video celebrating her daughter Lilibet's birthday. In it, she was in a hospital gown, 9 months pregnant, moving to the viral Baby Momma Dance song, while Harry smiled beside her. She joked they'd tried everything to get labor going: spicy food, walks, acupuncture, and finally just danced it out. But instead of smiles, the post sparked chaos. Critics swarmed. "Cringe, staged, fake." Those were the kinder comments. Others questioned the pregnancy itself. "No woman that pregnant dances like that," one wrote.
That belly looks like a costume. The clip spread fast, but not for the reasons Meghan hoped. Enter Candiace Dillard Bassett. Furious with the hate, she posted her own pregnant photo and fired back. Actually, at 9 months pregnant, I was leg pressing 3 times my weight. Just say you hate that a black woman married a white prince. She added, "This is my belly, lumpy, swollen, real." When people try to erase the humanity of a black woman's pregnancy, I remember misogynoir never dies. Stand down. She had a baby. Once again, a sweet family moment had become another lightning rod for controversy. And that was only the beginning. Weeks later, Meghan launched her Netflix show, With Love, Meghan, a cozy cooking series filmed in a sunny kitchen with friends, laughter, and recipes from the heart.
Even British journalist and media personality Piers Morgan, who is always lurking in Markle's mentions, delivered his signature snark. Sharing the video, he wrote, "We're about 2 months away from the tape." Yet not all reactions were scathing. Some fans applauded the Duchess for keeping it real, or at least calling it completely normal. Still, the internet rarely agrees.
But there was one problem. Just days earlier, Pamela Anderson had released Pamela's Cooking with Love. Same vibe, nearly identical name, same rustic charm. Viewers noticed, and they didn't hold back. "This is a copy," one post read. "They even both twirl with herbs in hand." Social media flooded with side-by-sides. The word copycat was everywhere. Pamela's co-creator responded diplomatically, saying, "We take pride in planting the first seeds, and it's a compliment to see our work resonate." Translation? "We saw the show. We know." Meghan stayed quiet, focusing on her early streaming success. "Top 10 in 24 hours, she wrote on Instagram. Her fans cheered, but critics and professional reviewers were less kind. IMDb gave the show a 2.4. UK outlets called it uninspired and try-hard. The whispers were back. She just rebrands other people's work. Still, Meghan pressed forward, this time with a podcast. In April, she announced Confessions of a Female Founder, highlighting stories of powerful women building empires from scratch. It was meant to be empowering. Instead, it stirred déjà vu. A small YouTuber named Katie Mayte had been running a series with the same title. Online outrage followed. "She's stealing from indie creators," someone tweeted. "Nothing she does is original." But then, a twist. Katie herself stepped in. "I don't think she copied me," she told the press. "I'm flattered. Coincidences happen."
But the birthday love did not stop at TikTok moves. Taking it to the gram, Meghan also released a carousel of intimate family photos, equal parts windswept, sentimental and glossy. One black and white shot shows her cuddling a young Lilibet on what looks like a breezy boat ride.
She added, "What concerns me is how fast people want to tear a woman down." It was a rare, gracious defense, but the damage to Meghan's reputation lingered. Because for many, this wasn't just about one show or podcast. It was about a pattern. Back in 2023, Meghan and Harry's $20 million Spotify deal collapsed. They produced one season of Archetypes, then silence. Spotify exec Bill Simmons let loose on his podcast. The F-ing Grifters. That's the podcast we should have launched with them. It was raw, viral, damaging. Ever since, Grifters has haunted the couple like a curse. Every project is met with suspicion. Netflix show? Grifted content. Podcast? Another hustle. Even an Instagram post? What's she promoting now? Speaking of Instagram, Meghan made her return earlier this year after 5 years offline. Her first post, a peaceful video of her running barefoot on a beach, scribbling 2025 into the sand. No sound, no words, just a quiet moment. But one detail set critics off. She disabled comments. The internet flipped. "If you can't take feedback, why post?" one wrote. Another joked, "She's waiting for a tsunami." Royal pundits joined in. Headlines read, "Meghan's returned, but nobody can talk back." A body language expert analyzed the clip, calling it a calculated rebrand. Even silence, it seemed, was controversial. Meanwhile, Prince Harry stayed mostly out of sight, quiet, distant, letting Meghan take the hits alone. Insiders say he's tired, still burned by his memoir, still isolated from his family, still struggling. And Meghan, still standing. But the storms keep coming. Every new venture becomes a headline. Every smile becomes a statement. Every silence becomes a strategy. Once celebrated for stepping away from royal life, Meghan and Harry now face a brutal public, eager to question every motive, mock every move, and shout grifters at every chance. So what's next? A rebrand? A retreat? A reinvention? One thing is certain, the spotlight never turns off. And Meghan Markle? She's still dancing in the fire.